Ramat Bet Shemesh Daled by residential area near biblical areas also. So let's explore this beautiful city over here in Bet Shemesh, Ramat Bet Shemesh Daled, very biblical area. We're right near the Tel Yarmut. Let's go around the residential area and explore the city itself respectively. So enjoy. Now just across there is the Tel Yarmut. It's an entire biblical path. We did a separate video of the tour over there, over the biblical areas. I recommend everyone. Now let's walk around the residential part of the city over here. You've got various different synagogues over here and yeshivot. I think you've got a Hasidic synagogue here, that happens to be, and different Hasidic sector groups, I believe they are associated to respectively. We're going to have a 770 Beit Knesset Lubavitch over here on our left. Very interesting. We've got another Hasidic synagogue with a Ba'ian. I hope I pronounced that correctly. So very, very beautiful. That's all. We've got another gorgeous park over here. It's a city full of loads of different parks. That's something I have to say. And it's got like a very, very fancy entrance over here to this one also, which is interesting. Check it out, friends. As we explore Bet Shemesh, we did an entire tour just quite recently of what was very interesting, the beautiful parts of the Tel Yarmut, biblical parts of it. You can see these streets of this Lubavitch right on the other side. Let's just say, as we explore Ramat Bet Shemesh Daled here on this very hot but very nice Wednesday morning over here in the city of Bet Shemesh, which is very interesting. So we don't really come down this area so much, so we can get a picture and the feel of different parts of Bet Shemesh and the residential parts, how key the Torah actually happens to be. The yeshivot is central also to it, and how important. You can see there's very different nice new buildings, synagogues over here as we explore the area itself. Just not a regular residential street, because we believe here in Israel that all different parts that we walk around has like spiritual and biblical connotations to it. So as you go down the road, you can see more synagogues. A lot of the places have pathways and the stairwells where people can easily navigate and go to different parts of the area of the city, respectively. And there's so many different great views over here, let's just say, in of itself, that we have to point out over here, friends. You can see it's over here. And the views you've got is amazing over here. We've got an entire stairwell over here, and let's go down here. So this is the residential area. You've got the park here. You've got, I think, another school over here, as we'll say. I think this street is called the Mar Ukva Street, happens to be. Anyone tuning in live, we're exploring biblical area here in the city of Bet Shemesh, Ramat Bet Shemesh Daled. We've done a few tours today, so we're going around the stairwell. I think that every 4 steps you walk in Israel is a mitzvah, they state, so that's what we can achieve at the moment as we travel this interesting city and go downstairs. I must say, on a personal note, it's always fantastic exercise also to go around. This is the 4th tour actually we're doing in one day, which is actually a phenomenal achievement, to be honest with you. Not short with any content here. Nice building works. Let's get another view. You can see how nice the stairwell is over here. Different nature here of Israel. Hopefully tomorrow we'll go to Jerusalem also and do a lot of tours also. So this is a bit of a shortcut. We're going to High Street territory, and we actually recorded a tour near this High Street about 18 months ago. Friends, if anyone recollects, or you're watching back then, or you can always watch it also by searching it. And at that stage when we did the tour originally, it was nearly 2 years ago actually, it was maybe exactly 2 years ago. A lot of the shops that are standing now weren't there originally. They were in the formation stages, let's just say, at that avenue of time, respectively. So you can just see it's actually a nice stairwell, and everything in Israel is nice, friends. It's beautiful, biblical Israel. And we're going to walk towards a shopping area and residential areas also. It's actually very special to go to Tel Yarmut. There's a special trail over here in Israel, and explore the archaeology. Now we're in the high road. Over here you've got a special store, Mishkan Techelet, which sells various different I believe, what do we call it? Talitot, Judaicas respectively. This is now in the highway. They've got a new supermarket here, the Kafal Market over here. And you've got a community centre. I remember when we were walking here a while ago, it wasn't actually running. I think it's a community centre over here. So they've got a new supermarket here. And much has actually changed in this specific area. We have to stress over. So we did walk here at one stage in time, to be honest with you, but it was a while ago. So we're now walking in the high street. Anyone tuning in live, we're exploring in the city of Bet Shemesh, an area called Ramat Bet Shemesh Daled. Now we're in the high street itself per se. You've got a bank here, you've got a bakery here, and so on and so forth. You can see they're still doing building works, but yeah, very interesting. They've got nice views. Chalatabai, it's a nice bakery. I remember recording a Jewish law video over here called the Yalkut Yosef 2 years ago, friends. So how time has actually evolved. Got a beautiful park on my right. Have to stress out. We've got a nuts store. It's actually very hot. We are in mid-November now. You'd expect the weather to be, well, the country needs rain. That is one thing for sure. We pray that there will be rain. We've got a schnitzel restaurant here. Every different kind of food you want to get. It's amazing. You've got a fruit store over here on my right. So when we did the tour here originally, they didn't have all these places at that stage in time. So that's something I will definitely stress over as we tour Ramat Bet Shemesh Daled over here, the biblical parts and the different parts of this beautiful city. There's a nice park here, which we did look into before. This is a highway. The highway itself has a lot. Also, we have to stress. So we're going to walk in at this other side of the street. You can see there's views also all over Bet Shemesh. I won't be able to record this for too long. I've got to go to synagogue to pray. That's in a very short time period. Wow. You can see they're doing building works here. There's a gorgeous view of a park over here also. Let's go and continue. It's a roundabout. Nothing like exploring Israel, friends. As we're in the high street now territory. Got some lovely apartments here. A lot of road works going on. I think they're building something new. I don't know if this is going to be a shopping mall or an office complex. It's a wide parking area here. And there's a lot of synagogues, I think, to our left, we can see. We're going to walk past the synagogue, which is on our left. Mishkanat Yosef. There's some nice fancy buildings, new buildings here. It's a very new area, this is. It's only been starting to be populated about 3 years ago, probably, from the time of recording, maybe slightly more. And now it's still building, but I remember the evolution of Ramat Bet Shemesh Gimel all those years ago. Mishkanat Yosef, it looks like a very nice synagogue there. I think connected to Rabbi Ovadia Yosef. Interesting, no? You can see they've got another nice park on my left, another nice park on my right also, which is very interesting. You've got a Klalit area, and this is the main highway itself respectively. Different shops, restaurants. Rachamim Dagim on my left, a fish store. Very interesting as we explore biblical Israel. Karmit Noi. This is another nice, probably you've got Chulan's Olami. This is a store that sells chulan. It's also known as chamin. It's a hot, let's say, meat stew, which people have especially on Shabbat, and very popular before Shabbat on a Thursday night, where people eat it. You can see the area itself. This part of the high street. It's a Klalit medical doctor surgery, a large one over here. It's a city of parks also. You can go around the city. They probably built about 50 gardens or something all over the place. I think in Bet Shemesh as a whole there must be at least 500 small parks or gardens at least over here. As we travel all over the area, my favorite part was going to the Tel Yarmut today and seeing the archaeology without a doubt. Today was my day in Ramat Bet Shemesh Daled. I'll point out to all you fantastic people out there over here. Now we've got another park trail here. Let's just go down here and explore a little bit. Beautiful. It's so beautiful. So you've got loads of trails. A lot of the roads over here are linked to stairs. That's what we've got to point out. It's another one, majestic. So it's numerous, just a car park here. A lot of the buildings here, they have shops inside the buildings, inside people's apartments. Anyone, if you're new at the moment to the channel, welcome and please subscribe over here. This is a proper biblical trail. There are nice apartment buildings here as we walk down the stairs and explore the beautiness of the city and of the area respectively. We have to point out it's another nice park, friends. Nothing beats the parks of Israel. We've got kindergartens here. I want to leave you guys with a beautiful view also before we wrap it up. This tour, as we tour all over Israel, friends. Let's get a view. Right in front of me there's a Talmud Torah Ayelet HaShachar. And you've got some archaeology here, friends. There'll be a biblical archaeology. Now it's interesting, they've got a mikveh, a purification place for kalim. Kalim is utensils where people want to purify so that they can use. I think it's situated over here, which is very interesting. And now you check out this gorgeous view of a park over here in Ramat Bet Shemesh Daled. Over here there's another entrance to the main shopping highway over here. Let's check this out, friends. Everyone, look at this view. Now, anyone you're tuning in live, please subscribe to the channel and join our community. This is beautiful, friends. Beautiful. Ramat Bet Shemesh Daled. So let's just walk down a minute again. As we've got schools, it's Kalim mikveh, utensil mikveh, respectively. Over here you've got, this is called Rav Ola Street, I believe we are in. Another view of the beautiful park we just came past as we tour Ramat Bet Shemesh Daled here. Biblical Bet Shemesh. Nothing like exploring Israel, friends. It's absolutely beautiful. So please, everyone, if you're tuning in and watching this tour, I really appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel. Let's check out over here. You've got another part here. You've got another park over here. And then down there, you've got another beautiful park, I believe. So a lot of the schools are still stationed in caravans, I believe, as the area is getting developed more and more. You know, we have nice new modern buildings over here, friends. You've got a kindergarten, I think, on my left. It's the Orchot Yashar. Okay, I've got some synagogues on my left also. And so an archaeological, let's just say, pathway area also is also coming towards my area, which is very interesting. Nothing like exploring this beautiful country. You've got a synagogue called the Heichal Tzvi right on my left also, we have to point out, as it's an area full of synagogues. It's in Ramat Bet Shemesh, Heichal Tzvi, Ramat Bet Shemesh Daled.